Theraplay is a nonprofit rehabilitation clinic for kids with disabilities, and we do physical, occupational, and speech therapy. And the one thing that makes Theraplay unique and unlike any other clinic is that we use horses as one of our treatment tools within physical, occupational, and speech therapy. Horses are wonderful in therapy for a number of reasons. One is the movement that they produce. Horses create a three-dimensional kind of movement that cannot be reproduced in any kind of clinical setting. And so that three-dimensional movement that they produce, the therapists then use to help kids reach functional goals. We work with kids with any diagnosis that would require physical, occupational, or speech therapy. But I can tell you that probably 80 to 90% of the kiddos that we see on the occupational therapy side have been diagnosed on the autism spectrum. So that's something we really specialize in. Horses are wonderful for those kiddos. So the child will get on the horse and all of their senses are getting bombarded. So they're getting that. Their vestibular system is getting that, oh, we're going through space, it's rhythmic, it's calming. Then we're talking to them. Obviously, there are smells out in the arena. They can hear things. So all of that is having to be organized in their brains. I love this story. In fact, we had a little girl who had autism, and her school didn't want to let her out of school to come to therapy. But, you know, it was that horseback riding thing. You know, why should we let her out at school? It's not real therapy. Well, her parents decided to bring her anyway. And I believe it was Thursday afternoons that they brought her. And within a few weeks, the school realized on Fridays, she was much better behaved. She could attend a task. She did so much better. So not only did they say, we'll let her out of school for therapy, they said, can you take her on Mondays so we can have the rest of the week? Actually, all of our horses are donated. And typically what we do is when someone usually calls us and says, I have a horse that I would like to donate to your program. And the first thing we do is we get a resume on the horse. We send what we call a horse profile to the owner, and they fill it out and let us know about the horse's likes, dislikes, how are they around people, how are they around other horses, because one of the first things we're looking for is temperament. We want to make sure that the horses are going to love the kids and love their job, because if they're not happy, nobody's happy. My background is nonprofit management, so I loved what we were doing for kids. I loved the whole idea that that we wanted to make this type of therapy available to families no matter what their financial situation. I love the fact that it's innovative and doing something different. I love the fact that we're one of the only clinics of this kind in the country. So we're really out there figuring out, how do you make this work? How do you make this work as a clinic that's open to everyone?